If you have a great website, but you feel like you're just not getting enough leads from the website, what's going wrong? I'm Samantha Russell, the Chief Evangelist at FMG Suite and 20 over 10. And today I'm going to share with you, when we really distill it all down, what are the 3 things that actually impact the number of quality prospects or leads that you get from your website. Okay. So let's start with the first one, the most important one, which you've probably heard people say this time and time again, but really having a clearly defined niche or group of people that you serve and having messaging right on your homepage in the problem solution method for that group of people is the number one thing that is crucial for getting good quality prospects from your site. So let's just look at a couple examples here. Maybe you serve a particular group of people that work at Eli Lilly or Amazon or some certain company. Having information about how you help those people and what kinds of problems that they might come to your firm looking for help resolving is going to be crucial. This can apply even if it's not so specific, right? Maybe you help people in a specific geographic area, or you help people who are at a certain phase of life. Whatever it is, you want to clearly articulate the type of people that you serve so that you're going to attract the right quality prospects. Okay, number 2, you want to have really strong calls to action. So the second most important thing is calls to action, and not just one call to action, but actually 2. So we have 2 different groups of people, right? 97% of website visitors who land on your site are not going to convert on that first visit. So that is a lot of people that could just visit your site and then leave, and you'll have no way of ever getting in touch with them again. So you want to have some sort of call to action for both the people who are ready to take the next step and book a meeting with you, as well as those who are not yet ready. So the first group of people we have a primary call to action for. That would be a meeting scheduler. So whether you're using Calendly, Schedule Once, any of the tools that are out there, doesn't really matter. Just make it incredibly easy for someone to book a time to meet with you or your firm right there on your website. So even if it's 11 o'clock at night and they're visiting your site, they don't have to write a big long email about what they're interested in or fill out a long form. They just book the time, and then they'll know when that time comes, they're ready to meet with you. The secondary call to action is for everybody else, the people who are not yet ready. And that call to action should be something highly specific to that individual group of people that you serve, right? That niche. So if you are serving business executives and you corporate executives, and you want to talk about capital gains and different stocks, and those are questions that come up all the time, then you might have a download or a guide that someone can put their name and their email and get a guide to, capital gains, and if it can increase, different tax strategies, what you will. So the secondary call to action needs to be highly specific to the group of people that you've already clearly identified in the first. And that is how you're going to get more of those leads. You also, with that secondary call to action, you don't want to just say what it is you're going to share with them. You want to kind of show them, or a preview, some sort of visual image that they can see what they're going to get if they give up their contact information. And for that secondary call to action, make sure you're only asking for 2 things: their name and their email. If you start asking for their phone number, their address, why they're interested, all these other things, the number of people that convert will go down. Okay, and then the third thing that really is the third thing that impacts the number of quality prospects you get from your website is how much traffic you're actually getting to that site. So if you have a great website, but you're not getting that much traffic, or you're getting the wrong kind of traffic, you're not going to get quality leads. So what I mean by this is maybe you can only serve people based in the US, yet all of your traffic is coming from overseas. That is not going to be a good thing. Or maybe you really only work with people in the AUM model, and you have a ton of blog posts and content that is attractive to more of the DIYer millennial investor who doesn't have a lot of assets to invest, and they're looking for a subscription-based advisor to work with, right? So there's a disconnect there. So there's a lot of things we can do to increase the quality of traffic. That's for another video. We'll link some resources below. But just know that you want to be directing the right kind of traffic to your website. If you're getting 300 visitors a month, which is the average that most financial advisory firms get, but only 10 of those people are actually qualified to work with you, that means you're really only getting 10 quality visitors. And so your conversion rate of maybe, 1% on 10 is a pretty abysmal versus 1% of 300, right? So we want all of the traffic coming as much as possible to be high quality traffic. So doing things like setting up your site to be specific to the right group of people is really going to help take care of attracting the right traffic. Adding content every month that's specific to the group of people that you serve is also going to add more of the right traffic coming to your site. So again, I'm Samantha Russell from 20 over 10 and FMG Suite. If you found this video helpful, please give us a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. So every week you can get a new tip just like this directly to your inbox.